Hi, can I get a pumpkin spice latte? Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is a pumpkin spice latte, but did you know that Starbucks didn't even add pumpkin to this when it first launched?
So what exactly were people drinking all that time? And would you even notice if the pumpkin was missing? Today we're breaking down what pumpkin spice really is, why we love it so much, and testing how much pumpkin it takes before this drink finally tastes like, well, pumpkin.
I have to go to the bathroom more than the pail in here.
So what exactly is pumpkin spice? Every fall, like clockwork, the internet gets flooded with these pictures of people holding their pumpkin spice drinks, but here's the funny part, I'll bet that none of them even realize that there's actually no pumpkin in pumpkin spice.
Everything is pumpkin spice.
What you're really tasting is just a blend of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and cloves. That's it. No pumpkin involved. And you might be asking, well, if there's no pumpkin in it, why does it feel like pumpkin? Well, that's because the spices in pumpkin spice are the spices used in pumpkin pie. This magical spice combo goes back thousands of years. For example, you can see it in a pumpkin pie recipe from 1658 in The Complete Cook. Then again in 1796 in the first American cookbook by Amelia Simmons. Now all these recipes called for the spice blend, which we know as pumpkin spice. But fast forward to 1933, Thompson and Taylor Spice Company launched their first ever pumpkin spice blend, mixing cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice, cloves, mace, cardamom, star anise, and black pepper. McCormick even did the same thing and jumped in with their own pumpkin spice blend in 1934. Suddenly people realized that the flavor could live beyond pies, and they went wild.
I was here first! Tweet's not gonna make it, you guys!
Pumpkin spice started to show up in everything you can think of. Cheese, bourbon, candles, body wash, beef jerky, cough drops, and even hot sauce. If a product existed, chances are somebody made a pumpkin spice version of it. So pumpkin spice isn't new. It's been around for many centuries. The pumpkin part of the name was just never about the vegetable itself, but simply reminding you of your love for pumpkin pies. Which also means that pumpkin spice girlies aren't a modern invention. They've just merely upgraded from their corsets and bonnets to Ugg boots and Stanley cups.
Is pumpkin spice back on the menu?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is.
Okay, great.
Hello. Here's your coffee.
But of all the pumpkin spice products out there, none has been more iconic than the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. It was literally pumpkin spice syrup, milk, espresso, whipped cream, that's it. And over 10 years, nobody questioned it. It wasn't until 2015 when somebody realized that the orange color in their drink might not actually come from the color of the pumpkin, but instead an artificial caramel coloring that people started catching on.
No, God!
So in August of 2015, Starbucks reformulated their pumpkin spice latte and they removed the artificial colors and they added a little bit of pumpkin puree to the drink so they could add that to their ingredient list, just to make their customers happy. And it was a very small amount of pumpkin. Just exactly how much? Let's take a look. In their at-home recipe for their pumpkin spice latte, it calls for 1 cup of whole milk, 3 tablespoons of pumpkin spice syrup, and half a cup of whipped cream, and a pinch of pumpkin spice. But that's the pumpkin spice syrup. How much pumpkin is in that? Digging a bit deeper, I found their at-home pumpkin spice syrup recipe, and that calls for 1 cup of water, half a cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, 6 tablespoons of pumpkin puree, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. A bit of math later, in a 16-ounce grande Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, there's only half to 3/4 teaspoon of pumpkin puree in it. That's around 2% of the drink, which is basically like nothing. I doubt you could even taste it. Which begs the question, just exactly how much pumpkin would it take for me to taste it? So I made some pumpkin spice puree earlier, and in front of me I have 5 pumpkin spice lattes, with various amounts of pumpkin. My goal here is to see if I could tell the difference. I won't know which one is which, only you will know.
Damn. That bustard. I don't know. I don't taste anything in here. What does pumpkin even taste like? I'm gonna have to say this is 0. 0%. One. Okay. Let's try this one. What is this? It's a little heavier. That's thick. That's really thick. Definitely pumpkin in there. Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe 20%. That's 20%. Okay, next one. Okay, that's basically 0 as well. Is that more or less than the first one? They taste exactly the same. I don't even know. I'm gonna say this is 5. Did we do 2%? Maybe that's 2. 0 and then 2, maybe? 0 and then 2, and what do they say, 20? At some point, I'm just gonna have to guess. Okay, that's 0. That's also 0. Okay, those 3 are 0. Let's just say 0, 10. I don't even want to say 20. There's like nothing in here. 0, 2, 10, right? Okay, one more. I think we still have a 50 left. Okay, I can't, that's 0 as well. So yeah, that basically tastes like a smoothie. Where's my glasses? This one basically, well, you can tell the difference. This one's clearly 50, yeah, this one's clearly 50%. The rest of these, I cannot taste the difference at all. So I guess up to 20%, you won't even know if there's pumpkin in there. What does pumpkin even taste like? Like a steamed carrot. It doesn't even taste like pie. There isn't much of a taste difference in this one either. It's mainly a texture difference. I think the reason pumpkin spice works is because it tastes like fall, it tastes like nostalgia and cozy afternoon vibes, which honestly might be the most powerful flavor there is. That's pumpkin to talk about. Thick.